They said it was for national security. But what if I told you the US government secretly drugged its own citizens, erased minds, and covered it all up for decades? And what if the real horror is we still don't know how far it went? This isn't a twisted science fiction plot. This happened. Approved by the CIA in 1953. Classified for 20 years. And only uncovered by accident. They called it Project MKUltra. We call it one of the most disturbing government programs in modern history. In the early 1950s, America was scared, terrified of what it couldn't see. Communism, brainwashing, psychological warfare. And in that fog of paranoia, the CIA asked a terrifying question. Can we control a human mind? The man who signed off on the answer was CIA Director Allen Dulles. Under his orders, the agency launched a top-secret operation, MKUltra, to explore chemical, psychological, and biological control over human behavior. It started with LSD. The CIA was obsessed with it. They believed it could unlock the truth, crack enemy agents, or even erase someone's identity altogether. So they began testing, not in labs, but in hospitals, prisons, universities, and mental institutions. Oftentimes, without anyone's consent. One subject, years later, said, "I remember going in for what I thought was insomnia. They injected me. After that, the days blurred. I forgot my name. I couldn't speak. That subject was never the same again." But it didn't stop with drugs. Some were strapped to beds for days, deprived of light, sound, or sleep. Others were hypnotized, shocked, sedated, and bombarded with repetitive messages, played back thousands of times. One Canadian patient, treated by Dr. Ewan Cameron in a CIA-funded study, was later found crawling around like a child, her memory wiped clean. And then there was Frank Olson, a U.S. Army biochemist. He never volunteered for the program, but one night his CIA colleagues slipped LSD into his drink without telling him. Days later, he plunged from a 13th-story hotel window in Manhattan. Suicide, they said, but his family never believed it. Years later, when his body was exhumed, forensic experts suggested he'd been knocked unconscious before the fall. And just like that, Olson became a ghost of MKUltra. One of hundreds, maybe more. And in 1973, as the Watergate scandal exploded, the CIA panicked. Richard Helms, then CIA director, ordered that all MKUltra records be destroyed. Thousands of files gone, erased like the minds they experimented on. But some documents survived, buried in a financial archive no one thought to check. They were discovered in 1975, leading to Senate hearings, public outrage, and a glimpse into the monstrous truth. We still don't know how many people were affected, or if the experiments ever truly stopped. Because once you unlock the ability to manipulate a mind, why would you ever close the door? What do you think? Was MKUltra just a Cold War experiment that went too far? Or did it uncover something so powerful the truth had to be buried? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.